Hey, what's up guys, Wade here, and in this video I'm going to be doing a hands-on review of the Pelican ATX22 case and talking about, is this suitcase worth $500? That's pretty expensive for a suitcase, especially one that's this small that's really just meant to carry on your luggage to a plane. So let's dive into what this suitcase is all about. So in this video I'm going to tackle three main things. The first thing being my first initial impressions of the suitcase. Is it worth $500? Does it feel like a $500 case? Next, I'm going to talk about, does it actually fit my stuff? Now, that's probably the most important thing, and the reason I'm so excited to kind of try this out today. I'm going to pack this suitcase as if I was going somewhere for 3 to 4 days for a trip. So I'm going to have all my clothes, they're all off here to the side, and I'm going to put them in this suitcase and show you, does it actually fit? And lastly, I'm going to talk about, who is this case for? Is it for a super professional that does video and photo all the time, or could just the normal person use it? We're going to dive into that at the end of this video. But I want to give one big shout out to Madison. He's my buddy who actually bought this suitcase and is letting me use it for this video. He uses it for work all the time, and he actually loads like 4 laptops in here, which makes a ton of sense because it's super protected. He used to just put them on his backpack and then walk around and then, slide them under the seat, which was kind of a pain. So thank you, Madison, for letting me use this suitcase for the review. So let's talk about the quality of this suitcase. Now, when you take it out of the box, it certainly feels like a Pelican case. It comes in at a weight of 12.8 pounds, which is honestly a little heavy, when you're just kind of picking it up out of nowhere. But again, you've got 4 wheels on it that all spin around. The latches are really, really nice. They just have that really kind of premium feel. And then also, obviously, you can lock it if you need to. So once you open it up, it's got your main compartment here, which has this kind of divider. So I'm thinking that's just so your stuff doesn't fly around, so you can stick a bunch of things in there, like maybe even a laptop, and it's not going to move too much. And then you also have up top here, you've got something where you can unzip it and you can put more things in here. So I think I'm going to put my running shoes up here. And obviously when you're coming home from a trip, that'd be perfect place for like dirty laundry. And then if we zip it back up here, we've got 2 pockets here and then a really little pocket here. And again, everything in here feels like really premium, but I'm going to be honest, the first time I opened this up, I thought this seems a little small. Just a little bit, but I'm kind of excited to fill it up with stuff for, like I said, a 3 or 4 day trip, just to see if it meets the test. Like, could I buy this thing and then travel with it for a couple days, and will it fit my needs? So let's put some stuff in it now. All right, so this thing's fully open. Let's get this thing loaded up. To start, I've got 4 pairs of socks and I've got 4 pairs of underwear. So for me, that's just gonna go in my main compartment here. I'm not even gonna move this little divider, but I'm just gonna slide everything in like you normally would, like a guy would pack. The guys just throw things in, right? Come on, we're not organized. Next, I have 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of long pants. So a pair of dress pants and then a pair of kind of just like casual pants, which maybe I will have to take this off. So just kind of unclip it here like this. And you open it up. Okay, that is a little easier. Okay, so I got my 2 pairs of pants. Great. So lastly, I've got some running clothes, which I'm going to put in last. I've got 4 t-shirts. So 4 just normal size t-shirts. I'm a medium, so take that as you will. If you got bigger clothes or you're like a 2X, take that into consideration. It actually packs away pretty well, and I could kind of see me just setting my laptop just like right on top of all this if I wanted to. So okay, let's pack the other side, which I think I'm going to have more room than I think in here, because look at that. That folds right over. Okay, so let's unzip this side. And I'm a big runner, so I always take running shoes with me on my trips. Now, do I actually run? No, but I take them and I try to run. So my feet, I'm a size 9.5. So think, those are 9.5 shoes and they're fitting that way, which I actually really like because I can have more space over here. And then I just have a pair of running shorts and a t-shirt and socks. So I even have a lot of room in here. Like, let me grab a camera, hang on. So let's just say you're like a film person like me and you've got like, oh, I want to put my 70-200 in there. It actually fits. And look, I want to put this is my Canon R5C with a 24-70 on it. I bet if I took this top handle off. So yeah, I'm taking this top handle off and I'm going to set this down in here. And you can see that does not fit now. So you can see where maybe I'm getting to kind of close to where it's like, do I need to carry another backpack with me or what? But I can fit a lens in here, which is nice. And I bet you if I just move things around slightly, I don't really like it right on there though. Okay, so that's, again, first limitation of like, hey, I've packed all my like clothes for work or clothes for my trip. But again, I think putting a 70 to 200 right in there with all the hard case, wrap it up in a t-shirt if you want, I think that would be okay. So, and even like similar, like we use V-mount batteries for all our stuff. So even just throwing a couple extra V-mount batteries in, these are the 48 or 49 watt ones, so they're safe to fly with. Those would fit in there too. So let's just zip it up as if that's what I was taking. So I could fit some camera gear in there. I could also fit my running clothes in there. So yeah, so everything kind of fit in there kind of nice. Now, you do have these pockets, which still have a lot of space. I know when you jam pack things, sometimes it sucks because you can't still you still can't fit things in there. So let's just say like, I got some spike tape here, you know? So like, let's just say I wanted to take all my spike tape with me. Like, I mean, who doesn't love colored spike tape? I could throw 4 rolls in there like that. And I still got this top compartment, which is starting to lose a little bit of room, you know, because it's so jam-packed with my stuff. This is just all the instructions. We don't need that. So yeah, that's my 5th spike tape. And let me see if there's something else I could throw in there. Okay, now here's something. These are DJI mics, which I'm sure all of you are familiar with if you're watching this video. They come in the handy-dandy case. What if I just wanted to slide that in there? Ooh, now that's sticking out a little much for me. But I bet if we wanted to, you could open this up, throw it in. There you go, boom. Pop it in between my shoes. Now you're rolling. You're okay. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over and I'm gonna flip it this way now because that's the right way. It's giving me a little tension, but it's giving me a little bit of tension here, but it clicks just fine. I'm not forcing it at all. Okay, I had stopped recording, but as soon as I set it on the ground and I started just gliding it around, all that stuff in there, this thing glides like butter, man. This is definitely one of the nicest suitcases I've ever interacted with. So I really like it. And again, I'm putting all that stuff in there. It still doesn't feel, if I can get the handle down, it still doesn't feel like too heavy. Like when I pick it up like this, it just feels like a normal carry-on bag. So I'm really impressed with this thing. And again, the quality on it is just so nice. I mean, I could imagine just putting all your stickers on it, doing what you normally do. But yeah, I'm actually really liking this thing. Okay, I actually forgot like the most important thing that would go on a work trip with you, which is my laptop. So let me get that in here. So I'm gonna open this up. Remember, all my spike tape, my running shoes, I got a lens in there, stuff like that. I'm gonna put my laptop right here. So let's unstrap this so my clothes don't go flying everywhere. Open that up. Let's grab my laptop. So I'm someone too who travels with a tech pouch. I think this is the Peak Design one. I love it. I mean, if you just open it up, you can see I've got all my hard drives in here. I've got cables, I got a charger, all sorts of things. I probably need to clean it up. So I would have to carry this. So that has to fit in there, which now I'm kind of nervous because it's not fitting. And then my laptop is a 14-inch MacBook. I also have access to a 17-inch MacBook, or a 16-inch MacBook. So the 14-inch one fits just about perfect with the tech pouch. You can see it just kind of side by side. The 16-inch one is definitely, you know, obviously it would need a little more room. So we'd have to take the tech pouch out. That might need to go in a separate bag, and that's kind of like a 16-inch laptop look, 14-inch laptop look. So recently I've been using my 14-inch laptop because that's what I've been using. So I don't know about the tech pouch, but I think what I would do now, realistically, doing this, is I'd get all this back in here. Now that I have that all strapped in, my laptop's under here. What I would actually do with these compartments, because I don't think most people, I don't know if you're gonna bring spike tape with you or not. I'm sure you could bring a couple rolls. I don't know if you need 5 little rolls of spike tape. I'd probably put all my hard drives and stuff in there, if that was your only thing to bring. Now, most people might have like a sling, like, you know, I have something like this that I'd probably bring and put all my hard drives in to keep next to me, put my phone in, maybe a charger. But if you didn't have to, if all you had was this, and you're like, I'm not taking anything else, Wade, then you could open up your tech pouch, because obviously you don't have enough room for the whole thing, and you could say like, oh, my computer charger, you know, I'm gonna slide this in here. And again, we're guys, we just throw it in. I'm not trying to be organized. I'm trying to show you real life here. I got 2 hard drives, slide them in. You know, obviously I've got more things in there that there's plenty of space here and there's some space here that I could fit in there, but that's probably what I would do. So now let me try to shut this with my laptop, because again, that's kind of like the most important thing when you travel, when you're one of us. So a little more hesitance, a little more resistance here, but Oh, I can't even shut it. I had a little strap in the way. Okay, boom, it shuts. There's a little bit more play. Now, again, I'm gonna push down slightly, clip it in, we're good to go. So there was a little more resistance like you saw with the laptop, but I was able to fit my running shoes, a running outfit. I was able to fit 4 t-shirts, 2 pairs of pants, 4 pairs of socks, and 4 pairs of underwear in here with my laptop on top of some little zipper pockets with a hard drive. I think that's pretty good for like this size case. And the one thing I also forgot is like my toothbrush and deodorant and maybe some shampoo or whatever. I think that could all go in this top compartment. Or again, those things are so little, you can just slide them into little crevices in here and it would be fine. So let's talk about, is this thing worth $500? I think there is a yes situation where you should spend $500 on it, and I think there's a no situation you should spend $500 on it. Let's start with the yes. If you're someone who travels a lot, I'm calling 2 to 3 times a month, and you're traveling for paid gigs, like you're getting paid to fly to Florida to shoot something, or you're getting paid to shoot that wedding down in Texas and you're in Ohio like us, then yeah, I think this thing's worth it. If you got to protect gear and just throw something extra in there, like your 7200, like your hard drives, one of our most important things in the video world, or anything that's like crucial to the event you're traveling to, this thing will definitely protect it. I believe it's waterproof. Not that you're going to be throwing it in the water or anything like that, but you'll always have it on you. But I think this thing is worth it if you're getting paid to travel for a gig. Let's talk about who this case is not for. It's really, I don't think it's for people who aren't getting paid to travel. So by that, I mean you're going to Disney World with your family. You're going to go visit your mom in New York, and you're just throwing in clothes, and maybe you do have a little camera that you want to put in there and protect, but you're only traveling 2 or 3 times a year. It's probably not worth spending $500 on. I mean, it is nice. If you have the budget and you have, the income to do it, get it. But I would maybe highly recommend just go to TJ Maxx or get an Amazon Basics bag that's maybe a little more spacious and not as protective, but you're just protecting clothes. And I've definitely done the thing where it's like, oh, I've got this expensive thing, and I just wrap it in like 2 hoodies and be like, all right, hope it's good. So that's my review of the Pelican ATX22 case. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what comments and questions you have down below, and is this something that you would buy? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.